Complete control.
No shirt, no shoes, no dives.
Right. Learn it.
Complete Control Radio right there. Big D and the Kids Table. Strictly Rude off of their new record, Strictly Rude, on Sideonedummy Records. And I do have to say, being one of the owners of Sideonedummy Records, I'm not just saying it's my favorite record because you guys are on the label either.
Because I'm slipping you a 20.
There you go. No. But the record, as we were talking about, there's so much different. You got Noise Complaint on there, and then you got the dub stuff. We were talking about how originally when you guys went on the road, you wanted to come up with the idea of doing 2 different sets, maybe even 3 sets. The tour started that way. Can you kind of give me an idea of like what happened, and did you end up doing that? Or?
Well, mentally, we kind of like going 100% in each kind of genre, 100% crazy spastic ska, then 100% crazy thrash punk, and then chill out for the dub. But what was happening was we'd play the ska stuff, and then we'd kind of like put the guitars down, kind of like get ready to do the punk stuff, and everyone would think that the show was over and would leave. So then we'd kind of be like, damn it.
Yeah, they were like two half-hour sets, and for the past 3 years we've been doing supporting tours and playing a half an hour, so I think everybody was just like, oh, that's their half hour.
Yeah.
They're done.
Yeah, so they just figured we'd play that long. So we were confused.
So for people like, when you were ending, people were actually like, oh, cool, I guess the show's done and bailing?
I would say like 1/3, almost 1/2 would start leaving, and then I'd be like, dude, quick, let's play LAX. Everyone's taking off. And then we'd play LAX first because I was on the the list, and you just see like all the stragglers come running back in, and we're like, man, we got to stop confusing everybody.
Yeah. It's too early for that confusion.
Good idea. On paper, it's sort of like communism.
Yeah. I love that you
really
compare the set list to communism. Best thing ever. Hey, I want to talk about, because you guys were out on the Warped Tour this summer, and I want to ask you the question that and you can't answer playing during the day. Biggest difference from going back out into the clubs versus playing outdoors, stage, sweating during the day. What do you like better? Do you like that? Do you like this?
Well, I love To the End Warped Tour, but when you do finally take the music back into the grimy club, it feels like home. It's very, very nice.
Any Warped Tour stories from this past Warped Tour that we can say on the air?
Yeah. I think what I always think is really funny about Warped Tour is the friends we always make to be like long-lasting buddies are always people in different genres, such different genres of music that to fans, if they knew we were friends, would break their heart. Do you know what I mean? The fans would be like, you can't talk to him.
Yeah.
The rule book says. And
you got to give an example, though, because last year on the last Warped Tour, a lot of different bands out there. Anyone
Starting Line,
You guys broke down with Starting Line.
Great
Circus
guys.
Survive.
Circus Survive. Not necessarily bands we tour with or play with, but
great guys.
Everybody's on the same page. They're all trying to
matches.
Get people to like
Does that happen on the Warped Tour a lot?
Killswitch Engage, we get a pretty good friend.
I mean, does that happen on the tour? You go out there and you end up maybe having one idea of what a band was like, and then you meet them and it's totally different.
Totally.
That happens all the time, right?
Yeah. And it's one of those fun things where you're talking with a person and you see fans looking at you in the corner of their eye and you're like, see, everyone, we all can get along,
Yeah. The Warped Tour. Kevin Lyman bringing everyone together underneath the sun. All right, you guys can hang out for a few more minutes, right?
Totally.
All right, in the studio right now, my guest, Big D and the Kids Table from Boston. Going to be doing some dates with the MIghty Mighty Bosstones, too. What is it, the matinee show in Boston?
Yes, on the Sunday for the Bosstones Hometown Throwdown, we'll be doing the matinee with the Pie Tasters. So it'll be an awesome all-ages show.
How does that feel, though? Bosstones back together, they ask you guys to play. Joe Gittleman produced your record.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, for Boston, it is such a buzz. Like, everyone is so excited.
All right, I want to talk about that, and I want you to go into more detail. And I want to talk about Boston and what's going on out there now. A lot of great bands coming out of there.
Definitely.
So much great music to always come out of there.
Yeah. I think it's the hard winters. Everyone just stays inside.
And drinks beer and gets
beer and
really
writes.
Yeah, and writes a lot of songs. Hey, hanging out with Big D and the Kids Table. This is Complete Control Radio. Here is Noise Complaint right now on Complete Control Radio.